Hello, my name's Pam. Welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you being here. Today what we're going to talk about is a few items that are either new or they're new to me or they're just new overall and new to me. So if that sounds interesting to you, stick around and we'll get right into it. All right, the first thing I want to talk about is this Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Matte Blurring Bronzer. This was released just in 2026. I'm not sure of the month. Some sites said as late as May. Others weren't real specific. I know I did get this like mid-April, I do believe. Came out sometime in 2026. Like I said, I'm not sure when. And this is the milk chocolate. They have 2 or 3 different shades. I'm not sure exactly, but this is the lightest shade. I have used it a few times. You see the Too Faced logo is almost worn off there and it's a little messy. It does have a light chocolate scent to it, and it is a blurring formula, and it's just a light bronzing color. It is buildable, and it is very pretty and does not make me look clementine or orange. It doesn't turn orange on me, which I enjoy. I'm sorry, you're going to have to listen to Mama. She's protesting because she wants to go outside and she is not allowed outside. And this item is $38 at Sephora. This is owned by the Estee Lauder parent company. The next item I want to talk about is NYX. NYX put out a whole Simpsons line. It's very cute. I've seen a few reviews. This is the only one I was really interested in just because it looks like the typical Homer Simpson pink donut with the hand. I just thought it was super cute. So I wanted to try it out. This is $12. It was released in April, so just last month. And you can see it really does look like a donut with the brown highlighter and then the pink highlighter on top, and the highlighter highlights girls. So you do kind of have 2 different highlighter shades. I don't know if you can see that. So you've definitely got a pink highlighter shade, and then right on around the edges there, kind of a pink bronzy shade. So you do have 2 different shades in there. If you want to go in like that, right along the edge, you can pick up a gold shade too. Very pretty. If you like The Simpsons, you'll enjoy it, of course. And it's only $12, and it was released in April of 2026. And these are the NYX Lip Lingerie staining pens. Yeah, they're called Lip Lingerie stains. So they have like this bulbous tip there. See that? So you can very accurately line your lips. Now I have used this multiple times. Accurately line your lips with the end of it. Can you see that? This particular color, it's not showing up well on my skin, but on my lips, I mean, it's literally like the perfect nude for me. I believe this is in the color Cuff Me. No, this is in the color Tease You Later. And this one's more of a rosy color, and it's in the color Cuff Me. And I would say these lip stains really do work. In my experience, I put them on, and then I just use a lip gloss, and they last about 4 or 5 hours before needing a touch-up, even if eating or drinking. So much better than a regular lip liner. I get a lot more wear out of them than a regular lip liner. And, they can be stacked with regular lip liner as well. They have not dried out my lips. I will say, though, make sure you always use these on clean, dry lips. Like I like to prep my lips before I do my lips. I like to use a little bit of Aquaphor or something on my lips to soften them up. And with this being basically like a marker, a marker end. If you do that, then it can mess up the flow of the product because it's like a felt tip marker. So make sure your lips are completely dry before you use this, and you'll get a better result. These were released in August of 2025, and they have been released in 12 shades, and they are $12. The last time NYX had a website sale, those were not on sale. The next item I want to talk about is the IT Do It All Cream. This is Sheer Tint Face Balm, 92% skincare. It is $34. It's at Ulta, and they were released in January of 2026. You can see here I've used it a few times. I just got this a week ago or so, I love it. If you know, I'm 55 or will be next week, and my skin is quite dry, except for my eyelids. This product does not dry my skin out. It's extremely emollient, so it has a lot of slip to it. It's more like a tinted skincare than it is an actual foundation. So if you are a type of person that likes a full coverage foundation, this is not going to be for you. But if you are the type of person that likes your skin but better, this is a beautiful product, I think. I'm sorry about my cat there, guys. She really wants to go outside. You can't go out, Mama. You're grounded. No. So as you see, it's like a your skin but better type thing. And I found this brush, this Sephora brush. It's the Pro Foundation Brush. So basically a foundation brush with like this type of brush at the end is perfect for putting this foundation on. It just gives it an absolute beautiful finish. They have it in several colors. You're not going to get an exact skin match on this. You don't need to, because like I said, it's more of a tint than a full-on foundation. But it's great. If you just want something to brighten you up a little bit without being too heavy, something that's great for the summertime, I highly recommend this. Highly recommend. And this was released in January of 2026. I can't remember if I told you that or not. The last thing we're going to look at, this was just released. This is by About Face, and it is called the Ballet Beam Highlighting Pearls. And Ulta has this. It's $24. They have it in two different shades. They have it in this shade, which is a lighter shade, and then they have it in a set that's darker. Look how beautiful that is. It reminds me of the Guerlain highlighting pearls. I have a little tin of those, and it's a bunch of loose little pearls in there. But these obviously are little individual pearls, and you can swatch them individually if you like. They're very pretty. They give a really nice highlight without any glitter, which I absolutely love. Highlight without glitter is my jam. And these are like a powder to cream formula. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Radiant Beam. Just unbelievably beautiful. Here's the blue color. Pink color here. That's here. White. None of these are glittery. They're all just have a beautiful shimmer, and they're really, really creamy. And that's what they look like. So they all have a little bit of a different sheen. And then of course you can take a big brush and kind of go over all of them, you know, if you want more of a mixed look. So overall, I love all this makeup that I've tried so far. And I've already showed you in a previous video Kaleidos makeup, which is a Chinese brand. And I got that makeup off the TikTok shop. Well, I don't do well going into the TikTok shop, because then I find a whole bunch of other stuff that I want to buy. Tell me, is that your experience? You ever been on the TikTok shop? If you were, did you get sucked into looking at a whole bunch of stuff? Because I sure did. Okay, so that's going to be my next video, something that I got at the TikTok shop. Here's a little sneak preview. See if you know what that is. We'll talk about that in a minute. I appreciate you so much being here. All right, thanks so much. Let me know if you've tried any of these products. If you have, what do you think of them? Or if you haven't tried them, are you interested in any of them? Let me know. Talk to you soon. Bye.